Hey there everybody, how you doing? I am Francis and welcome back to Quartz Party Book of Shadows. Last episode we found Ayumi and we saved her from possession. Now we gotta start looking for clues in this room. And my cursor is blue, which means there's probably something on this shelf, so let's take a look. Nothing on this shelf seems particularly relevant. Never mind, okay, there's nothing on the shelf. It was just a troll. Can I read this? No. Alright, is there anything up here? No. Oh, there's something. Oh, no, never mind. There's still nothing. Okay. Oh, there's some bones here. Hello, bones. Probably not a dead student. Yep, it's a girl's body. 70 junior or senior high. It's mostly decomposed down to the skeleton at this point. My God. There's a duffel bag on its side next to her with a tracksuit particularly hanging out of it. Can I look in the duffel bag? I guess not. Nothing seems relevant. Nothing seems relevant. Is there anything that's going to be relevant? There are numerous scrapbooks on this shelf, each containing various newspaper and newsletter clippings. One in particular stands out. It's an old-school 3-ring binder filled with articles that are all over 30 years old. Oh, I found something! Damn! 1973, serial kidnappings and murder at Heavenly Host Elementary. That's here, right? Yes, Mayu, that is here. That is the name of the building we are trapped in. There was an article about that in one of the classrooms too, I think. Dashing the hopes and prayers of their concerned parents, 3 of the kidnapped children return home tonight in body bags. I don't think that's how they want them to return. I think they want them to return safe and sound. Local police gave an official statement at around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Yuki Kano, 11, Ryu Yoshizawa, 8, and Tokiku Tsuji, 7, previously reported missing, were found dead in a basement room beneath the school. Yeah, we know what happened to those 3 children. Sachiko, you bitch, how could you? The circumstances behind their murders are still under investigation, and a suspect with ties to the school's teaching staff is in questioning. First responders report a shocking Grimsley murder scene, and have expressed concerns at even allowing the families of the deceased to see their children. Yeah, I don't think they need to see that their dead children returned to them in body bags. Significant mutilation is said to have occurred, and officials believe the sight of this may exacerbate the already delicate mental states of the bereaved. Yeah! The sole survivor of this unspeakable crime is 7-year-old Sachiko Shinozaki, who remains in shock from the experience. She didn't seem to be in shock to me. In fact, she was behind the whole thing. Her testimony may prove invaluable toward closing this case and putting this horror behind us. However, so police are anxious to question her. Meanwhile, other parents have already begun calling Heavenly Host safety procedures into question in the wake of this tragedy. Members of the PTA have... There's a snippet from another page as well, which includes photographs of the 3 victims as well as a lone survivor. Yep, there they are. Yuki, Ryu, what's that our girl's name who had half of her face removed? I don't remember. And of course, we can't forget Sachiko. Oh, these are the children I saw. I've seen them too. I guess they were killed here, so now they cursed this place or something. Something on those lines, yeah. It's so horrible to hear what happened to them. I've been looking at them as scary evil spirits all this time, but really, they're just victims themselves. Well, they're not entirely victims. Well, yeah, they were victims. They were murdered, but because of the curse swallowing this place, they're basically the thing holding this cursed school place together. Be careful, Suzumoto. Compassion can be dangerous. In a place like this, it's not unheard of for a spirit to lose its sense of humanity after dying. In our words, these kids aren't necessarily going to play nice with living beings anymore. What do you think happened to the murderer? Here we go. They talk about him in this one. A cursed child murderer commits suicide. The 32-year-old former teacher believed to have committed the now infamous adolescents' kidnappings and murders was found dead early yesterday morning. After being deemed mentally unfit to take responsibility for his actions, he was placed in intensive psychiatric care but escaped 2 nights ago. Oh, I didn't know he escaped. Well, I guess that makes sense why he's still in the school, I guess. The psychiatric ward commissioned a manhunt which culminated in the discovery of his hanged body in a room beneath Heavenly Host Elementary. How far was the psych ward from the school, by the way? Near the site of his shocking triple homicide, the cause of death was ruled as strangulation and is strongly believed to be self-inflicted. As this appears to be a show of remorse, previously thought beyond his mental capability, his psychiatric ward has come under heavy fire since the discovery. Even the murderer killed himself, huh? Guess there's no happy end for anybody. Though the families of the victims were probably glad to see him go. Well, and there's that one girl who was spared too. Isn't it kind of strange though, that there's not one single comment about the survivor's family? Every article is full of commentary from friends and family of the deceased, but there's not a word to be found anywhere about the girl who was spared. I'd assume that was by request to protect their privacy or something like that. Do newspapers really care about that though? The mass media has always been chasing scoops no matter what it takes to get them or who they have to bother. Dr. Tomokichi Fukuroi's research records. Fukuroi, I remember that name from one of the extra chapters in the original. One of the guys that was playing the virtual dating game. Mesmer's magnetism. Correspondence with Anna Spriggle. Seraphita. Maoist Maleficarum. I'm butchering all these names, I apologize, I'm trying my best. Voynich manuscript. Records of psychic phenomena. Letters to and from magic societies. Classic mystery novels. Not your typical elementary school reading material. Yeah, you don't usually see this kind of stuff in any elementary school. At least none that I've been to. There are no serial numbers or library cards or anything on them though. So they're probably not the school's. That's true. Maybe these were brought in by our victims who got trapped here? That's possible. Actually, it looks like there's a name stamp on most of these. Kibiki? Is that how you read those kanji? Wait, Kibiki? Wow, that's right. I recognize that name. You know, the paranormalist. Naho Senoki. Ku Kibiki is her mentor. He's a journalist. So that means Mr. Kibiki is in here too, I guess. But why? Wow, that was quite some information we found there. Let's see if we can poke around and see if we can find any more. Alright. I guess there's nothing else here. Do we just leave? Yeah, I guess we're done here. Alright, I'm going to quickly save before we leave though. Let's go down here, sure. Cause why the hell not? Oh. I wonder how much time has passed since we got here. I don't know if I can trust my cell phone clock in a place like this. That's a good point. If space is being changed around randomly, there's no reason to believe the same thing isn't happening to time. I trust my stomach though, and it's telling me that dinner time has already come and gone. And now is about the good boys and girls would go to bed. I have to admit, I am hungry. Maybe we should add finding food to our list, Shinozaki. But you know, I think it's about time we found a nice cozy spot to sit and rest for a while. I think I'd like that, as I'm really, really tired. Not so tired that I'm worried about getting possessed or anything, but tired enough. And so the four of us headed to the safest spot we could think of, settling in for a bit to help calm our spirits and refresh our bodies. Where is the safest place in this school? Nowhere's safe. Almost immediately, both Kishinuma and Shinozaki sat down, closed their eyes, and fell fast asleep. Understandable considering what they just experienced. Yeah, one of them got possessed. Oh, that's adorable. They're sleeping beside each other. Out like a light. Both of them. They must be exhausted. Kishinuma went through a great deal of turmoil to save Ayumi after all. Yeah! Aren't you tired too? I am, but I just can't bring myself to sleep. Yeah, why would you want to sleep in a place like this? Like, that's just asking for yourself to die. My mind keeps racing. Wonder what Nari and the others are doing right now. I feel like I need to be ready to run out after them at a moment's notice. I know just where you're coming from. I get the same way when I think about Shig. I wish I could see his face right now, you know? Huh? Nana, what happened to your legs, by the way? I felt a chill in my stomach as soon as I saw them. They were the same bruise-like markings around Nana's slender thighs that I'd seen before. But they become much darker in color. They looked pink originally, as if she just rubbed her skin up against something. But now they were a deep dark purple. The color of grapes. Oh my god. Is that a sign that she's getting closer to like her death? Maybe Mayu should take another look at her stomach. Maybe her markings are getting purple too. Are you alright? Does it hurt? Oh! Oh, I don't like that sound. You mean the bruises? They've been there since before. Yeah, but they're darker now. Oh, you're right. What a weird color. What's happening? It probably just changed color over time from the blood rushing to the surface. I doubt it's anything to worry about. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I just hope it doesn't leave a scar. True. You do have beautiful legs after all. Oh, please, no. I don't. I'm jealous. You're so thin and gorgeous. If I were as tall as you, Shig and I would sure look a lot more natural together. Is he your boyfriend? Nothing quite like that. I guess you could say he's just a really important person to me. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they're not dating. Like, the whole time Morshig was here, he lost his sanity looking for her, and she spent her very little time alive in the first one, well, wondering what she's doing, and she's still wondering about what she's doing in this different timeline. He always stands by me, accepts me for who I am, despite all my flaws, and always supports me in whatever I choose to do. He sounds wonderful. Yeah, I'm not just saying this because we're in the same drama club, but he's like some kind of prince. Though if you ask Kishinuma, he's an evil wizard. I wonder why he thinks that. Kishinuma has a thing for Ayumi, doesn't he? Yeah, he doesn't really hide it, does he? I mean, he tries to, but he doesn't do a good job at it. Oh, does that bother you? Are you taking an interest, perhaps? No, it's nothing like that. Sorry, I had to ask. Actually, Kishinuma has got it pretty rough. He's got a rival for Shinozaki's affections. But they look so cute together. Yeah, especially right now when they're sleeping side by side. They are a lot alike in many ways, particularly in their complete inability to be honest about how they feel. Yeah, I noticed that. I'll bet it's a lot like you when you're with Morshig, isn't it? Oh, come on, I already told you. It's not like that with us. Come on, tell us how you really feel. Though, I guess I really don't know how to classify the way I feel. I mean, when I do finally see Shig, how should I react? What do I want him to do? Do I want him to pull me into his arms like Kishinuma did with Shinozaki? Or do I just want him to pat me on the head and tell me I did good? Could do both. I guess I won't really know until the time comes. If it comes. Hey. No if. When. It'll happen, don't worry. Maybe. But yeah, don't have that kind of attitude. Don't use the word if. Replace the word if with when. It'll come, just like it did for Kishinuma and Ayumi. Thanks. I hope Mishita is able to reunite with Yuka and Nakashima too. And Miss Joy and Shinohara. We'll all meet up and go back home. And properly exchange that photo we took together after the culture festival. I really want to see your friends too. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've just been talking about myself all this time. I think I want to go scout around for them real quick. I have to go to the bathroom anyway. By yourself? Isn't that dangerous? Yeah, go with her, please. Actually, we may want to bring Aomi or Yoshiki with us because both of us are kind of destined to die. And if she goes by herself, I get the feeling she's not coming back. Because the marks on her legs are darkening, which I'm assuming means that her time of death is getting close. I'll only be gone for a minute. A minute is long enough for something to happen to you. I guess thinking about her friends got her all worked up. She probably just couldn't sit still any longer. Suzumoto. Ah, Kishinuma, you're awake. Shouldn't you go with her, just to be safe? Yeah, thank you for being a voice of reason. Like, she really shouldn't be on her own, even if it is just for a minute. A lot can happen to you in a minute. And she's marked for death, so she's gonna die. Actually, I'm marked for death too, so I'm gonna die too. I probably should. You stay here and keep an eye on Shinozaki. Thanks, I will. If anything happens, just yell real loud, okay? I'll smack Shinozaki till she's awake and the two of us will come running. Okay, the hallways are pretty dark, so I think I'm going to borrow one of her candles. Just be careful. Once you find Ogasawara, you two come right back here. You got it? Got it! I will do just that. The bathroom felt empty. There was no indication of Nana's presence whatsoever. I don't think she made it here. Maybe we passed one another without realizing it? No, I don't think so. Oh! No! No! Nana? What's wrong, Nana? I think she's dead. Ah! The sound that echoed through the hall was like that of a butcher slicing up a large chunk of meat, bone and all. Uh-oh. And this sound was accompanied by the dimly lit figure of Nana sprawled out on the ground in front of me. Oh dear. Or rather, part of her. It was really just the top half of her body, severed clearly at the thigh. Oh my god. Her legs were completely gone. And the worst part is, she was still fully alert and aware. Oh god. My legs! My legs! Nana? This grisly sight was too much for me to handle. I became weak in the knees and fell backwards, landing on my butt. I couldn't move. It hurts. It hurts. My legs! My legs! Uh-huh. Nana was bending and comforting her back and writhing on the ground as if struggling to escape the pain and the fear. I wanted to help her, but I had no idea what I could do. Nothing had ever prepared me for a situation like this. Oh boy. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't even think. The sight of Nana's squirming body, gushing blood every which way, was burning itself into my mind. It was the most frightening thing I'd ever seen. It hurts! It hurts! I could sense the presence of another person in the shadows just behind. Uh-oh. It's the guy with the hammer, isn't it? Who was it? The darkness was all-encompassing past a certain point, giving only the vaguest notion of a human silhouette within the inky black void. Who's there? That's the locker room. No, wait, it's not. Where is this? What's back there? The door should have led into the pool or locker room, but the lighting, or lack of it, was completely wrong. There was also an indescribably foul odor wafting out from within, so powerful and revolting that I felt it could never leave my senses again. Well, since I think you're about to die, I don't think it will. And whoever's being was lurking in the shadows of that horrible room was getting closer to me step by step. Oh dear. It's the harem, dude. I still couldn't make out a single feature, but frankly, I didn't want to. His existence alone was threatening enough. Whoever this was, I could sense his shadow posturating itself over Nana's head as if it preparing to swallow it whole. Like a crocodile. In fact, the shadow was beginning to resemble a crocodile more and more. Was this even a person? Yep, it's the guy with the hammer. Ah! Stop! Please stop! The figure was now fully visible, and was indeed a person. I think. He grabbed Nana by the head, then turned and began dragging her into that horrid room. She was clearly nearing death, as it took everything she had to scream in protest. Her voice was getting weaker and her withering less pronounced. I couldn't even imagine how painful it must be to have one's severed body slowly dragged across the floor, exposed skin down. It would be bad enough just having my head held in that massive, filthy grip. No, grip isn't the right word. It really was more like a bite, like a crocodile. God, no! No, save me, please, Mayu! What do I do, though? Like, even if I do, like, take down the hammerman, you're still dying because your lower body's been ripped away. No. Stop, please, I don't want to die, don't kill me. These were the panic primal screams of a person's last minutes on Earth. It's a sound no one should ever have to hear, much less produce. This is why you don't run away on your own in a haunted school building. And once you hear it, it's the kind of thing you'll be hearing again for the rest of your life. Nothing can ever wipe it from your memory. It stays with you. Ah, there she goes. She's dying. Mayu, you better get out of there because the moment he's done doing whatever it is he's doing to her, you're next, girl. He knows you're here. I sat there dumbfounded, so disturbed that I could barely breathe, and watched the slow slither of Nana's body as she disappeared into the unknown. It only took a few seconds for her to vanish into blackness, but those were the longest few seconds of my life. And when she was gone, only a wide swath of blood remained, tracing her path down the hall and across the hellish threshold. You're not gonna follow the blood trail, are you? Nana? I have to go. Oh my god. Well, it was nice knowing you, Mayu. I think she's dead. Help! Help! Mayu! Nana! Gathering all my courage, I ran at full speed toward the black void, but found no room to enter. Beyond the door was nothing more than a solid wall. Well, the spaces change. Doors appear and disappear, like, frequently. What? No, where is she? Where was she taken? Mayu! It was just as Shinozaki had said. Right before my eyes, a human being was pulled into a space that simply no longer existed. Pulled out of reality. Well, she wasn't pulled out of reality, she was just pulled into another reality. And yet, I could still hear her. No! I can't even describe how frightened I was. All I could do was scream and take off running away from there. Anywhere else was preferable. Why am I going this way? Nana isn't this way. She's behind me. I need to go back. She's in a different space now. You can't find her. Like, Hammer Dude and the Ghost Children and Sachiko can travel between spaces because they're dead. The dead can travel between spaces. Someone like us who are amongst the living, it's a lot harder for us to jump spaces. I need to save her. I need to save Nana. But I'm just getting further and further away from her. She's in a different space. There's nothing you can do. No, I can't. I just can't. It's just not possible. So, where are we going? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't do anything to save you. What do I say to Kishinuma and Shinozaki? We were just talking with her, and now, look what's happened. Her legs were torn right off. Right along the lines of those bruisings. Or bruises. Wait, the bruises! Nana was sliced up in the exact spot where she had those markings. And I have markings just like that on my stomach. But that doesn't mean anything, right? It's just coincidence, right? Yeah, coincidence. What is wrong with me worrying about myself at a time like this? But I can't help it. Yeah, the markings. Is it just a coincidence? Well, let's see. So far we had 2 people die. Nana was chopped out right where the markings were. And Seiko lost her head where the markings on her neck were. I don't think it's a coincidence. With that being said, Mayu, you might want to start worrying, girl. I opened my compact mirror and hesitantly brought it down to my abdomen, lifting my shirt and loosening my skirt a little bit to get a better look. The markings are getting darker, aren't they? Oh, God, no! Huh? Yep. I couldn't have to look very hard. The color of the bruise on my abdomen had darkened significantly. It was far more pronounced now, practically pulsating and purrowing red. It looked more like some kind of demented crest that had surfaced from deep within my body. No. No! It's darker, more clearly outlined, and it looks bigger now too. What is this? Why is it here? It's just a bruise, right? I'm sure it'll go away on its own over time if I leave it be. I just kept telling myself that it would go away on its own. It was nothing, and I was starting to believe it. It's getting darker though, and I don't think it's going away, and it's also getting bigger too. Feeling somewhat plaque-shaded, I lifted the mirror up and prepared to shut it and put it away when I caught a quick glimpse of my face. I saw fear. I saw sadness. I saw defeat. But I also saw something else. Hammer dude? Ah! Ah! No. At first, I doubted my eyes, but I wasn't seeing things. Nor was it a smidge on the mirror. It was another discoloring bruise, just like the one on my abdomen. Oh, she's got a bruise on her head too? It was nowhere near as dark, but it was definitely there. And given enough time, it would probably get a lot darker. Why? Why? When? Did I get this? Maybe it's just dirty. Maybe I just need to wipe it off. I tried spit shining it away with my finger, but all that did was make it wet. And each time I pressed down on it, the surrounding skin would turn white, creating greater contrast and making it stand out more. It wasn't going away. It wasn't going away. And if it just kept darkening... Ah! Might wind up like Nana. No. Please. No, no, no. Torn apart at the seams. No! Suzumoto, what's wrong? My face, it's got bruises. I thought I heard you scream. Low luck in finding Ogasawara? I don't like that at all. No, stay back! I took a step away from them, despite myself. What's going on? Please, just stay back. Nothing's going on, I swear. Did something happen? Did you see something in your compact? It's nothing. I didn't see anything. I'm fine. I'm fine. You're not fine. No, I couldn't let them see me like this. I didn't want them to see that hideous bruise. Well, I think Mayu's dead now. Wait, Suzumoto! Suzumoto, please don't run away. People die when they run away in this place. Oh, my screen's getting redder. That can't be good. Last time this happened, Seiko died. What do I do? What do I do? I'm running again, but where? Where am I going? I have to get rid of this. If I can't, then I'll wind up like Nana. How are you gonna get rid of our bruise? It's because he died here before. I have to hurry. I have to find some way of making this go away. I had some concealer in my makeup bag. Maybe I could hide it. There we go. Heh. Can't see it all now. All I have to do is get some sleep, and when I wake up, that bruise will be long gone. I know it will. Yeah, I was getting all worked up over nothing. It was just a little mark on my face after all. Probably just a result of all the stress that I've been feeling here. Once things calm down, it would go away for sure. Yeah, sure it would. Oh, I got a bad feeling. 63% darkening. Uh-oh. Welcome back. Thanks. Oh, no, wait. I'm in this room. You know what happens to me in this room. Why did I go into the infirmary? Something's gonna happen when I try to leave, isn't it? Like the note said, welcome back, so they know I'm here. I don't remember closing the door. Yeah, you're not leaving. It wouldn't open. And it wasn't like it was locked either. Rather, it felt almost as if something were holding it closed with superhuman strength. Yeah, I don't think it's the ghost children you're going to see. I think it's Sachiko's mother you're going to see. Because something like this happened to Naomi, remember? You don't stay in this room. Yep, there's the black hair. We know what this means. Suddenly, I realized why. The door was wrapped multiple times over with thin black threads. Now had I not noticed these a moment ago. What the? Is this human hair? Yes. Yes, it is, and this is not going to be good for you. I looked at it a bit more closely and concluded, without question, that's exactly what it was. Human hair. Huh? I felt an unpleasant heat radiating all along my back muscles, across my entire spine. I was being watched. There was some sort of moist, lukewarm presence in the room with me, and slowly but surely, I could sense it moving. Yeah, hi, Yoshi. Who's there? Who's behind me? I was too scared to turn around. I don't blame you. This room. Oh, hi! I was expecting your mother, Sachiko. It was a little girl, wearing a red dress. Probably a first or second grader. Her skin was as pale as pottery, contrasting with her lacquer-like hair. And she looked somehow familiar. Well, yeah, Sachiko. She's one of the children from the incident. Ah, this is the girl from the newspaper who survived the murders. Sachiko Shinozaki. But that can't be right. What happened over 30 years ago? This room is so lifeless. Yeah, no shit. I know what it needs. A human autopsy model. I want to dissect the human. Uh-oh. No? What? Oh, hi, Yuki. Uh-oh. There's the ghost children. This is not gonna be good. Have you come to play with us again? No, I really haven't. No, please no. This is why you don't run away. When you run on your own, things happen. Haven't you learned anything from any horror? Something was dripping onto the back of my hand. Are these tears? Well, I don't blame you for crying. You're about to die. That's what I thought first anyway. If I started to cry, I wasn't aware, but considering what I was going through, it wouldn't have been surprising in any way. Yeah, if I was about to die, I'd probably be crying too. I wonder just how much I cried since getting sealed up in this godforsaken place. Probably more than I'd ever cried before in my entire life. But these weren't tears, were they? Was it blood? Did these children do something to me? Sure enough, I reached up and touched my face, and my finger came into contact with something sticky. Something sticky and red. Ah, what? What did you do to me? We didn't do anything. Sachiko's answer was cold and disinterested, and came accompanied with a crooked, wry smile. She was just a child, yet one glance from her made every hair on my body stand on end. How about you take a look in the mirror? We'll wait. Just take a little bit, though. Sachiko's face somehow made me feel as if there might be two sides to her. One gentle and one not. Well, you're not wrong. But regardless of which I was dealing with here, I wasn't about to go against her recommendation. I was legitimately curious myself. I'm curious too. So I took out my compact, opened it, and... Oh, my face was cut. Uh-oh. Why? No, please. The bruise I concealed with makeup had sprung back to the surface once again. Though it could hardly be called a bruise anymore. Yeah, it's more of a cut. My skin had literally split open from inside, and blood was beginning to seep out through the pinkish fissure, bead by bead. No, this can't be happening. It can't be, no. It's happening. That's all you. If you haven't fought it, you might have been able to die quickly. But, are you going to die? You're going to be torn open along those cracks in your on your belly. Yeah, she's oh god, yeah. The bruise along my stomach and abdomen had followed suit, splitting open and dripping dark red blood everywhere. At this point, I completely lost any ability to think or reason. I was a goner, and I knew it. What's worse than dying in an instant by getting smashed against the wall? Getting slowly, carefully torn apart. That's what. Let's play! Come on, let's play! Okay, this is not what I thought was going to happen. Like, yeah, I knew the marks were there as an indication of, that's how she died before. And I figured it was just a marking that something like that was going to happen again. I didn't know that nearly the longer it spends, that it's just gonna bleed out. Time to begin the autopsy, everyone. No, please don't! Please just let me bleed out first. No, please, stay away. Stay away! Yeah, I was a goner. I couldn't fight it anymore. Somewhere deep in the pit of my soul, I knew there was no way out. This unimaginably cruel fate was predestined. I couldn't escape. Makes me wonder if I didn't run away and I stayed with my friends. I don't think I'd be fine either way. If I stayed with them, I would probably still start bleeding out from the marks on my body, and there's nothing they could do to save me. Oh sure, I tried to run. I squirmed and resisted with every last bit of my strength I had. But fate had me by the ankle, and it wasn't about to let go. If only I could force myself to lose consciousness. Maybe I could avoid the unbearable agony that I knew was coming, but sadly, I wasn't that strong-willed. Oh God! Oh, they're literally ripping her apart like with their fingers. Oh God! I could feel the hands of children all over my body coming from virtually every direction, and they were really digging. Oh my God! Yikes! It hurts! Ah, it hurts! It hurts! Oh God! Like, literally just taking their hands and just ripping her apart barehanded. Oh God! No, I'm dying. Save me, Shig. Shig? Your dear Shig won't be coming to your rescue. No chance. No hope. I wonder what's gonna happen to him. Is he basically just gonna throw himself off a cliff again? I was seized with a pain unlike anything I'd ever even imagined possible before. I couldn't talk, couldn't move, couldn't even think. I felt like my head was going to explode under the pressure of the millions of nerves, all telling my brain just how much every part of my body hurt. And it didn't stop, every moment. It grew worse and worse. Then I began to drift away. What an awful stink. Let's decorate the wall, or maybe the hallway outside, with our new autopsy model. So they rip her apart and she's gonna be splattered across the wall anyways. Well, I guess it makes sense because Naomi and Seiko did run across that big splatter. Like, even in this game. This school is getting livelier all the time. Sachiko's voice sounded like it was far in the distance. It was then that I realized the agony I've been feeling had changed. It was no longer pain, but chill. I didn't hurt anymore. I was just cold. So cold that I couldn't even feel my body. That's a sign that you're dying. So cold. So very, very cold, Shig. I can't even move a finger anymore. But even if I'm dead, and even if my body is an unsightly mess, I hope you won't think poorly of me. Because, Shig, I love... My final wish is that Shig be the one to find my body. Well, he does! Not in the way you wish, though, because he gets infatuated with the fact that you're dead and pretty much a stranger to him. As long as it's not too revolting to look at anyways. I want him to think I'm pretty. Well, he does! Both when you're dead and alive. I miss him. Shig. Bro. Well, there's the end of number 2. Holy shit! Yikes! Well, now I'm not number 3. And we got some more soul testimonies unlocked in the bonus menu. I still have to go through that. I think I'll do that in a big bonus episode at the end of the series. Either way, yeah, we're gonna stop for today. We've unlocked Chapter 3. We'll see what Chapter 3 entails in the next episode. What was Chapter 3 called again? Encounter. Wonder who we're gonna be in Encounter. Who knows? Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Bye, everybody.